What's up, y'all? It's your girl V with Reality Recap here for another what? Tea Talk session. And today we are covering this past Sunday's episodes of Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine. If you can't watch this video right now in its entirety, no worries. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like and share these videos while you are over there. I appreciate you. And you can find me at what you see down here on the screen, reality_recap. Tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend, okay? And let's get into it. We have no time to waste. We're going to start with Real Housewives of Potomac. Let me get them up here on the screen so everyone knows who we're talking about. In the last night's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, I'm just going to touch on a few things because honestly, these seasons are not that interesting to me, at least not yet. Married to Medicine, I expect it to pick up when they go on the cash trip. I'm looking forward to the drama there. RHOP, we're not really able to talk about the Karen situation. We are all eagerly looking to fast forward. Well, we were to the reunion, knowing she's not there now because she checked herself into rehab. So overall, I'm over Mia's lies. I think that's what it is. But let's get right into it. So with Real Housewives of Potomac, Wendy and Giselle visited Kiana's med spa last night, and it was good to see. The name of her business is K Stewart, which Giselle, as always, being messy but making it seem like she's concerned or cares. She asks Kiana if she gets married or when she gets married, will she change the name on her business? She said no, but that, and I told you guys a few episodes back, I don't even know his name because that's how much I really don't care for him. But I don't know that Kiana has the right fit. I hate to say that. I'm no matchmaker, but she talked about how it's a deal breaker for him if she doesn't want to change her last name. He will not marry her unless she's willing to change her last name. I just found that quite interesting. I also mentioned on past recaps with Kiana, it feels like she does want marriage, but she's acting like it's not a big deal because this dude isn't in a rush for to marry her. It seems. I think he was married before. He has children from a previous marriage, and she does not have those things. So I'm just trying to figure out why, not to say she's settling. I understand he's a successful man, but maybe not putting her priorities or her deal breakers on the table and just folding with everything he says. It's just the perception that it's giving me right now. So to hear that he would not marry her or be into her hyphenating her name because she's made a name for herself or has her business under that, it was a little off-putting, to say the least. But we'll see what happens with this relationship. I don't know, guys. I'm not really feeling him. Last night we did see Ray and G sit down and have a conversation, which I absolutely adored. I kind of felt like G needs someone like Ray in his life to talk to, help him sort through what he's going through with Mia. Even the sense of when they were getting ready to eat, Ray stopped him and said, "Let's pray," and he was, down to do the prayer. I just felt like they're a good duo. Like, I'd rather watch them right now than watch the lady, if that makes any sense. But I also said, Ray did turn into the bone collector last night. We're gonna get into that. Not last night, Sunday night, but he also asked all the right questions. I said Ray needs to be hosting the reunions because he asked all the right questions to get the answers that we need, particularly around Mia and when they were on the girls' trip in Panama and she was in a panic attack because she didn't know where her children was. She made like G I came and took them away or basically kidnapped them, and that wasn't the case. He said that he felt like the kids were going to be with Ink, and he didn't want his children with Ink. He don't know him well enough for that, and that he went and got his children. As the father, I see nothing wrong with that. He didn't come snatch them up and take them states away the way she was reacting to it. He also said that during the month or the previous month that he had the kids for 25 plus days and me only had them for 5 days. So he's doing majority of, at least in that month, taking care of the kids, which Jackie kind of alluded to in past episodes that that's why they live in the same building as far as Mia and G, because she relies on him stepping in and really stepping up and being there with the kids, she, leans on that. And although she may seem like or act like she ain't too happy about them being in the same building, there's benefits to that for her. He also talked about how he already had a paternity test done on his son, where Mia was trying to add that into her storyline, that they needed to do a maternity test, that um you know Megan G was the one that brought it up, that Ink thought her son was his and all of that. So he said he had already done that and know that their son is his, and that he showed Mia this weeks ago, that she was already aware. Like, he waited a few weeks after doing it and then told her, but she's already aware. Yet she's crying to the girls about his up and down emotions and his erratic behavior. But in my opinion, he seemed very level headed in that conversation. He was clear and concise. His stories made more sense than Mia's stories. That makes sense. And I was happy to hear his side of the story. I truly was. It was eye opening, and I ain't gonna say eye opening. It was like what I expected. The stuff that Mia be telling us is, in my opinion, not all true. And it's to curate her storyline for this show. We see Stacey meet with the lawyer. She's still going through a mediation with her soon to be ex-husband on who gets what, where they're going to stay, all that good stuff. And she decided to consult a lawyer because she decided to my daughter's telling me her tooth is coming out, y'all. She's excited. It's her first one. More money out of my pocket for the tooth fairy. But anyway, Stacy went to see a lawyer. She felt like, let me seek representation or talk to a lawyer. I have this mediator situation going on, but let me make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Not sure why she went to see the lawyer if she wasn't going to take any of the lawyer's advice at all. I really found it strange that, or not even strange, very naive, like my grandma used to say. I know I always say that, or naive of her, is what my grandma was saying. She talked about how she forfeited child support but was seeking alimony. When asked by the lawyer why, she's saying that, well, my husband has always taken care of everything for my daughter, and I expect him to continue to do that. And the lawyer said, well, what if he gets married again, or he has a new woman that doesn't necessarily agree with him freely giving you money whenever you want for your daughter going forward? She said, I highly doubt that. And it's like, hello, Stacy. Are you new to the Housewives? Have you not seen any other housewife go through divorce on this show, or just in common sense realm? Even if you feel like that's never going to change, why not get that in writing? If you want to forego a certain amount of money from child support a month, okay, but get in writing that he's going to continue to cover everything that he's covering for your child. He will continue to do that through whatever age, through college, etc. Why wouldn't you at least want that in writing? That made no sense. Yet you're making sure you get alimony. Like, this woman already said she don't pay no bills. She don't know who her mortgage is. Well, Wendy says she don't know who her mortgage is under, but I'm sure Stacey doesn't know any of that either. She was in a very traditional marriage where she didn't know where finances were being held in bank accounts, what's being paid, who pay it, how it gets paid. She don't even know how her gardeners and landscapers get paid. So why wouldn't you want to cover all of that in your divorce? The lawyer looked very concerned for her, and she even said it, like, the lawyer has like a look of terror for me, but I'm not sure why. Everything's going to be great. This has been a very amicable divorce. Like, girl, if we had, the lawyer said she had $5 for every time she heard that, she wouldn't be sitting there, child. So would us as Bravo viewers. I wouldn't be sitting here podcasting for every housewife we've heard say that when they go through a divorce. And every single one of them have ended up nasty in public. I don't get it. So I hope she takes the lawyer's advice. We'll see as she continues to go through this, but I doubt it. She just seems like in her world, it's all gum drops and rainbows, I will say. But anyway, also she talked to TJ last night, or I keep saying last night. I keep feeling like it's Monday, but it's Tuesday. She talked to TJ and told TJ that um her soon to be ex-husband would be moving out in the next few days. He got excited. I don't know. TJ's conversation with Stacey always comes off like he's like being condescending, like, yeah, I decided to bring you out because we never do that. Why do you think that is? Yeah. Like he talks to her in like a if she's a airhead type way. Like I don't like her. I don't like it. It just has a condescending undertone to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But she told him that her ex-husband would be moving out soon. And he was like, well, can I come over your house? And she said, no, not yet. I don't feel comfortable with my daughter there. We all know her daughter isn't aware of what's happening. She hasn't had that conversation. And I made a joke. Some of y'all was like, oh, what does that mean? Does that have to be happening for him to come over? I said, what do you want to come over for? He ain't hunching on nothing. It was a joke, people. Calm down. I know it doesn't mean just because he comes over, they need to have sex. I get it. But it was just more so a joke. And I didn't expect her to say, yeah, come right on over with her daughter there. Maybe they'll get to a space where he can come over when the daughter is with, the ex husband on his weekends or whatever. But it seemed like from with the lawyer that she would have her daughter through the entire school year, and he would have her her ex husband would have her for the summer. So gonna have to wait some months, boy, before you could come over there, even if she lets you. But I just don't find him genuine either. He's crying, saying like, "Oh, I just want you to know that you're not in this by yourself," and it definitely was just giving and scene when he finished. Like he's just trying to add to his what does Heather call it, IDMD or something like that. But he just is on here, in my opinion, to boost his acting career and get more extra roles. I don't see them as a genuine couple, especially after the way he talked to her at Wendy's birthday party. I was like, no, I'm good off him as well. I don't like none of these men but G and Ray. Just being honest. But yeah, I just didn't. It just is definitely giving and seen. The women went out. Ashley is doing this whole, she's in this era of being a drag king, where she dresses up in male drag. And can I be honest with y'all? I don't feel like this is something that she's always wanted to do, and she's trying to portray. This is a way for Ashley to make money. And she's been doing these, drag brunches and tours all over the country to get her money up because she failed miserably in her prenup and her divorce. And Stacey, take note. But we're gonna go with it, guys. She said this is something she always wanted to do. She's supporting the community. She was having her, first drag king show. She invited all the girls. And the girls talked to Karen about seeing that she was losing weight, that they were concerned. Was it because of her DUI case? All to find out that she just on little Ozempic, just like the rest of everybody else in the housewife realm. She just on little Ozempic, y'all. That's all. She ain't stressed. But she was on Ozempic, so they moved past that. But she did pull Giselle aside to talk to her about Ray being the bone collector. And he brought back to Karen all the information that he got from his lunch with G. And G, Ray shared that with Karen. Karen shared that with Giselle, and of course, Giselle was right on it. Giselle is not pleased with Mia the way she tried to kind of weaponize her daughter, sneaking a boy in um, earlier, even though she apologized for that. Clearly, Giselle forgives, but did not forget. So they went straight to Mia, like, so this is what's being said. G said that he take care of the kids. Y'all ain't even really getting a divorce. That's on hold. Y'all don't need to divorce. Neither one of y'all looking to get married right away. So y'all don't need to divorce. You said y'all was going through the divorce and figuring out the custody. They were calling Mia out, and everything was, what? that's lies, lies. And again, trying to make like his diagnosis of being bipolar is what's causing this, when not to say that he's not, but he's taking his medication. That's what he told Ray. And, medication will get you so far, but you have to do the rest of the work. He seemed very clear and concise in that conversation. That's all I have to go on. Her spokesperson jumps in, Jackie jumps in. Well, you don't know how this goes. It can be very up and down. And first of all, he did the paternity test. It was a home test. How you know that? Well, I just found out 2 days ago. And she's standing there. Jackie cannot dress work at all. Like, first of all, put a girdle on. I got a little fupa too. It's nothing, but just like to be out there in that red cat suit with that little fupa, like she just doesn't dress appropriately for her body type. And if she is, you're gonna have to. All of us after a certain age has to wear some undergarments, okay, to keep it all smooth and tight. And she's just not doing that. And I'm annoyed by her being the spokesperson slash sister wife. I don't know why y'all asked for her to come back. I don't know why. Why? But she just honestly, in my opinion, made it worse, being that she knew this information and Mia had not shared in it. Well, she didn't want to share that yet. So why are you sharing? Who asked you to share? Mia's tangled web of lies is getting even tighter, and we're getting into it. On Watch What Happens Live, Andy even teased along with Wendy that this reunion is one of the best, that it's up there with Monique in the binder situation. So they said that there's some unexpected receipts brought some by somebody that we wouldn't expect. I'm personally expecting it to be ink. But we will definitely see. We're coming down to the wire of Real Housewives of Potomac. It's a okay season. I'm still not that thrilled. But, those were the highlights and recaps from that episode. All right. Now let's get into Married to Medicine. I don't know why I should have had them up on the screen already. Let me put their picture up for you guys. Let me get that picture for you. There we go. And boom. So Married to Medicine is also dragging its feet. We had the Med Gala. The girls met Dr. Jackie, Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Simone, Quad. They met to kind of tally up what they've made from the Met Gala. They're saying that they're short. They were shading Phaedra as if she did not pay her money that she promised. Also, the auction off date that she did where they were going to pay 4,000 for a date with her. They was playing her on that too and saying that the man said he wanted his money back. And Phaedra did drop some receipts of her cashed or canceled check where she had donated $35,000. So take that, Dr. Heavenly. I don't know. But she did drop those receipts last week. So they were shading her and trying to, they were role playing as if they was talking to Phaedra. And so Dr. Jackie can have the conversation on how, there's money missing and they need it to come from her. Other than that, on the episode, the women are getting ready to go on their cash trip. They're going away. Dr. Simone is working on that. Their couples trip, so that will be coming up, and that seems to be where majority of the drama is. But outside of that, I don't know who qualified Dr. G and Sweet Tea to host a speed dating event. Sweet Tea talking about she's qualified because look how she got Dr. G, and yada yada. Okay, girl. One successful relationship and marriage, and now she's an expert. Got it. But they threw a speed dating event. Phaedra's had fun. I mean, the candidates were a little wild. She met one youngin that she was, a little smitten over. I doubt it goes anywhere, but they had their speed dating. Dr. Simone brought Heavenly to the speed dating event without letting Sweet Tea know, which I think was not the appropriate thing to do. Etiquette, Mm-mm, no, no, no. She brought her there in the hopes that Dr. Heavenly and Sweet Tea could smooth over things before they leave for their cash trip. Dr. Heavenly, in my opinion, is acting like, I don't got no problem, sweet tea. We cool. I'm moving forward. No, you need to take accountability for the things that you said about her marriage, that you said online, and what you said about Dr. G and his practice and him being a doctor. You crossed the line. So instead of just acting like you cool now and you ain't got no problems, take accountability. And same with Sweet Tea. In retaliation, she said things online about, Dr. Heavenly's marriage and about Dr. Heavenly. Y'all need to take accountability. They both was being childish, and then you can move on, not just try to sweep it under the rug. That we did see, I believe her name is Dr. Mimi at the event as well. She's coming into the group. She's another psychologist, I believe, with her own practice and her ex NBA or NFL husband, who is very handsome, by the way. But she came into the fold and they brought her over in the conversation with Sweet Tea and Dr. Heavenly because they expect her to be able to mediate these women. Good luck, Dr. Mimi. She tried, didn't work out. She's trying to tell Dr. Heavenly, well, listen to what she's saying. Maybe she's trying to, and she's saying, well, you don't know me. You don't know me. Just the same old Dr. Heavenly. It's getting tired. I'm tired of the online rants. She was online ranting about Toya. I put that in my story for you guys to see, but she's just, always online ranting about people. I'm just over it right now. I really need to get to this trip, see what happens with Dr. G and Quad's new man. By the way, why y'all on the internet saying that Quad's man is always driving the car he gave her? Why y'all saying that? How y'all know? I ain't saying it because I ain't seen it, but that's what y'all keep saying on the internet, child, that he always driving her car. I don't know. I told you the man owned a rental place. Maybe it's just one of his rentals. I don't know. But why y'all saying that? Please let me know in the comments. Because I don't know why. I am not hating she got a man and I'm good with that. Okay. But yeah, Dr. Mimi felt miserably at trying to mediate the conversation. Um, Dr. Heavenly with it. You don't know me. She said the same thing to Sweet Tea. You don't know me well enough to be talking. Da, 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 da. Like she ain't said a whole lot about this girl's marriage as if she knew her all her life. Like, I'm over it. Sweet Tea ended up saying, like, well, okay, you can go, leave the event. Bye, bye. And nothing got resolved. So we'll see if they try again before they do go away. If it will bubble up on the trip, I'm assuming so. But I'm just trying to get to this trip because this entire season has kind of dragged along so far. It's nothing really happening besides Heavenly doing what she does, not any concrete, shady storylines. I mean, if we're getting to the point where we have Toya hosting a baby shower for her first Birkin bag that she named Stormy, that says enough about where this season is right now. Like, if that's a storyline, I'm bored. That's not something that real rich people do. I seen some of y'all shade, and which was funny to me. Y'all was saying how you renting a home, yet you buying Birkins. I don't know, people. People's priorities are different. She had a home, she owned, she sold it because the price was right. So, she bought her first Birkin. I don't have no Birkins, more power to her. But if I was having a Birkin, I don't think I'd be throwing a baby shower for it. I just don't. It wasn't even like an extinguished color or like a one of a kind. It was just a regular, I don't know if that was smoky gray or like a black color. It was not anything to write home about. Listen, I don't have one. I'm just saying we don't see Beverly Hills throwing baby showers because we did. They all had 30, 40 baby showers by now. It just was, I get you proud of it. It's an accomplishment. For some it is. It's an investment piece. A baby shower for a pocketbook being a big portion of the show last night. It was like a filler of a storyline, and I was really disappointed. So hopefully this trip delivers that I'm waiting for. But those are my thoughts on Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine, y'all. That's all I have to say. I'm more interested in Salt Lake City. I don't have to say that. Y'all already know that. And I cannot wait for the reunion to start this week. Check out my page. I will be back around 6 p.m. tonight for a live recap of last night's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. We also have tonight, sneak peek is already up of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, new episode. Also, I have a sneak peek I'll put up for you after this for the season finale of Real Housewives of New York, as well as the sneak peek of their reunion. Their reunion is only a two-parter because they're whack too, and that will start next week on the 28th. All right, guys. Now, it's your girl V with Reality Recap. Before I get out of here, as I always say, reality TV stars are humans too. Don't forget that. Y'all enjoy your evening and come back for the live recap of Love and Hip Hop Miami at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.